Hello there everybody and welcome back to Murdered Soul Suspect. Last time we finished up in the cemetery and we found a clue that there may actually be a survivor of the Bell killer locked up here in a psychiatric hospital. So Joy has kindly opened the door for us and we are going to lead her through the area in hopes of finding the survivor. So we have to get past the receptionist first, and we can pick up a couple of clues here in her office, as well as this collectible here on the desk.
He's most likely a man of imposing size and stature. Someone who's accustomed to violence. Heinous acts in his past define him to the point where he no longer knows who he truly is.
So there's another one of the diaries from Joy's mother. So there's a get well gift here that we can inspect. There is also a card next to the receptionist's monitor. There is a very cute motivational poster on the wall that I'm a big fan of. And then finally, the fourth clue is the photograph on her desk of the child. And once you have the clues, you can then possess the woman and influence her. The only clue that matters is the photograph that you saw of the boy.
Kiddo, I hate being here and wondering if you're okay. You're all I have left. Just like this girl's friend is all she has left. Sorry. I know how hard it can be when someone depends on you. What's your friend's name?
Iris Campbell.
Yes. It looks like your friend Iris is here. Everything's gonna be okay.
Thanks. I feel better.
Hold tight, kid. I got this. Just need to get my eyes on her computer screen.
So obviously visiting hours are over, but we're still going to try and sneak in. She has Iris's information up on her computer, and there's a couple of things we can read. She's in high security, and she is scheduled for electroshock therapy. The orderlies are en route to pick her up, and she has been diagnosed as a paranoid schizophrenic with delusions and hallucinations. And of course, the relevant information is that her room is number 216.
She's in room 216. We gotta find it quick, Joy. She's scheduled for electroshock.
Alright, so Joy's gonna come with us, but we gotta do some collecting first. There is a collectible on the table. There is also a plaque right across from there. Through this open door here, we have a collectible on the ground, which is in the form of a straitjacket. The Man in the Box, which is the asylum story.
Alright, kid. Coast is clear.
There's another magazine on the table by the bench. For now, we can follow Joy. She's going to go through the woman's ward, but we're going to collect a few collectibles here. A plaque by the door, this newspaper on the table, and then if we wrap around even further, there is another straitjacket. So again, you can do this area with or without Joy. It doesn't matter if she's here or not, but we have to get her through here anyways, so I figured there was no use in
Iris is due for shock therapy in 15 minutes.
Like, fry your brain shock therapy? Oh shit.
Oh shit is right. Let's get moving.
There's a collectible here on the ground.
Another camera, get on it.
So we're going to open the door for Joy, and then we're going to fry the camera. And again, just like in the police station, Joy will automatically move on her own. And most of these collectibles are pretty obvious. Obviously, we're just picking these up on the ground as we move along. In this closet here, which is just opposite of the main hall here, there is... nothing? Really? I swore that there was something in here. Yes, there is. There's a drawing. Oh, you almost fooled me, game. Ha ha ha. See, those drawings are very, very tricky. I'm telling you guys, seriously. They are such a royal pain. You really, really have to look out for them. I have played this game so many times, and I still, like, second-guess myself. It's crazy. So...
Not as invisible as you held me out.
Yeah, Joy, I know. I'm working on it. So we're going to get rid of the camera, but we also have to get rid of the orderly. So I'm going to grab this before. We're going to fry the camera, and then I'm going to use my poltergeist ability on the TV to call the orderly over. And that should get him distracted long enough for Joy to walk by, hopefully. You're good. Move. Come on. Move faster. And I'm just double checking these rooms to be doubly sure, but there's only really a few sort of hidden collectibles that you need to look out for. Most of these are fairly obvious. There's a straitjacket on the floor in this room. And in this shower room, I don't think we have anything. And of course, if you see ghosts, you can talk to them. If you want to possess the patients, you can do that too, just to learn a little bit more about the area. If you were doing some collectible hunting before the leading of Joy started and you kind of left her out in the lobby, this would be the point where you would have to stop and go back for her. Obviously, we're going to need to use her body to get us across the gap.
You're up again, kid. I need to possess you to get past this crap.
Nope. I hate that.
Or you can just go on. Totally alone in here.
Fine.
Come on, Joy. It's for like half a second.
Lost souls, I guess? Just seems like the opposite of moving on. Or at least the opposite of moving on your way to do.
And there's another straitjacket right where we come out.
What do we do?
All right, keep going. Get to Iris's room.
No. We stick together.
Joy, we don't have a choice. Now, I'll meet you there as soon as I figure out a way around this. Go!
So unfortunately, we have a nice ghost wall right in front of us. So we're going to have to reunite with Joy on the other side, but we can walk through the dining hall area. And if we want to, we can read this sign, but it doesn't do us any good. It's just something that we can observe for the sake of observing. There's a straitjacket here, straight ahead of us. And there's a lot of demon pit area here, so just be careful. If you put, like, your toe in one of these, it'll slowly zap your health, so there's no danger at the present time, so just kind of walk through slowly. And once you're on the other side, you can jump down into this gap. There's another cat right here that we're going to have to take possession of, which is always fun. I very much enjoy taking possession of the cats and controlling them. But there is a straitjacket there behind where the cat is that you will want to grab. Before you do that, and once you've collected everything, go ahead and take possession of the cat, and we're going to do what we did in the church, and we are going to use the cat to get us through the vents. Fairly straightforward path here. We're going to drop down, which apparently I was having troubles doing. And if you turn to your right, as soon as you drop down, there is going to be a collectible over here in the corner. Now, luckily, as the cat, we're able to collect those, which is really nice. And we're only missing 2 more of those collectibles for the side story. We only have one choice as to where we can drop down, and it's into this room here. Dispossess the cat when you get in here, but be very, very careful. Don't move. You're going to want to have a look around because there are quite a few demons, and I always seem to have a lot of troubles with this room because the demons are so close together and they don't really give you a lot of time to kill one before another one kind of catches on that you're around. I usually start with this demon over here on the far left, just because he does come down this hall and the building in the middle here acts as a bit of an obstruction from the other 2 ghosts who aren't able to see him. I find this section to be one of the trickier ghost parts in the game, actually. So I'm just gonna keep my eye on this guy here, and as soon as he turns around, I'm gonna run up and get him before he starts his patrol again. Remembering, of course, that you can use buildings and other walls to hide. And then see, these 2 are really hard to get because they're both facing in the same direction. I can't go after this ghost because his buddy kind of has his back. I took a bit of a calculated risk there. That was very, very risky. But it worked. Can't complain. And I usually try to get this ghost by kind of hiding in the wall over here and inching my way out far enough so that I can distract the bird and use that. But I have to say that that actually went fairly well. That doesn't usually go that smoothly, so I'm very pleased with that. Through here is the exit to the theater, but there are a couple of things we want to collect first. So if you come to the back of the room, we're just going to have a quick look around. I know there is something in room 105 there. I think that's actually the only collectible, but we're just going to double check. Again, the clinic is an area that we can go back to, but we have no reason to, so we don't want to make a return trip. And there are things around here that we can observe, but again, they're not collectibles, so you're not at all required to do this. In room 105, again, on the back wall, is, if the game will let me look at it, you can see it, it's glowing, is another one of these very, very pesky drawings. We're halfway through collecting those. We've only got 10 left. And I think that's actually the only thing in this room. I didn't see anything else when we had come through here. So I think we're good. Alright. I'm satisfied. I've looked. Let's head on through the theater here. Collect this paper along the way. Take a right and inspect the plaque on the wall. Use our teleport ability to get across the furniture to the other side. And would you look at that? It took all of that effort to get through that wall that was blocking our way. And now that we're here, we are actually very close to where Iris is. There's another straitjacket here in the corner near where Joy is crouching. Before you open this door on the right for Joy, continue on down the hallway, and in a little corner to your left there is a drawing on the wall to grab.
To be held in the harsh light is to be held to account. Did you forget about me?
And we're gonna need to do a little bit more leading around here. So open the door, disable the camera, and then Joy is gonna camp beside Iris's room shortly here, but we want to do a little bit more collecting and looking around. This is the last sort of area with collectibles. And of course, Iris is in room 216. So let's grab this newspaper here sitting on the bench first. And we have our final straitjacket on the floor, which is in room 217.
I think we're kind of obvious.
And looking around in room 218, I don't see anything. But in the shower room, we have another drawing. There we go. This area has quite a few drawings squeezed into it. For how little of an area it is, we got quite a few drawings. And I think that's pretty much it. This is the exit to the level. That's where we're going to leave from. But we cannot leave without Iris. Considering that that is who we came here for originally. Well, once you have gotten all of your collectibles, feel free to step into room 216 and speak with Iris.
Be safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine. Don't you worry. Everything will be okay. I'm not gonna let anyone.
Damn.
Touch you.
I'm only over worried about shock treatment, but she's already a lost cause.
Don't call her that to touch you.
All right, fine. You go see what our comatose witness has to offer.
You're safe. I'm gonna not let anyone harm you. You're gonna be just fine. Everything is gonna be just fine. Don't worry. Don't worry. Iris. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. I'm here to help you.
Don't kill my sister!
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Stay back!
Holy shit, she can see me. What the?
Nobody's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna keep you safe. You're gonna be so safe. Everything is gonna be fine.
I think I know that symbol. I've seen it before.
Where?
We'll be okay.
I don't know. Maybe in my mom's book.
You're gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be safe. You're gonna
They definitely look familiar.
touch you.
This one means protection.
Keep you safe. I'm gonna not let anyone.
I knew this was a
Wait. Contract. She still knows. She still knows. Sorry, kid. Maybe we didn't need you after all.
Yeah, let's just psychologically scar Joy for life. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we have a couple of objects to look around at in Iris's room here to figure out exactly what she might be able to tell us, but we are in for quite a few cutscenes after this, and I want to save those for the next video. So I'm going to leave it right here. We will continue on with our happy, completely sane friend in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.